Good morning. It's another chilly start, but the afternoons, I hope you noticed the difference yesterday, and you'll notice it a little bit more today because we're continuing to get a little bit warmer. So finally, we're going to be getting up to about 70 degrees for some spots today. So it's going to be absolutely beautiful this afternoon. Enjoy it today because while our temperatures are still going to be nice tomorrow, it is going to be very windy if you're in the wind-prone spots. If you're in the LA Basin, you're going to have a nice day tomorrow still. Otherwise, some of the valleys, the Inland Empire, it's going to be windy. All right, so we do just have frost possible for Ojai this morning, no longer for the Inland Empire, but we still have high surf up into Ventura County and then beach hazards to the south of that. We're still seeing some pretty big waves out there and some strong rip currents. So be safe if you are headed to the beaches today. We have high wind warnings in place, wind advisories. So the big concern now is all looking ahead to tomorrow, where we are expecting to see some more damaging winds. Not expected to be as strong as this last event, where we saw some isolated gusts up to 95 miles per hour. That's almost Cat 2 hurricane force wind speed. So that's not expected this time, mostly up to about 65 miles per hour. That can still cause down trees. Temperature, you can see how huge this ridge of high pressure is, pushing any storms all the way up into Canada. So we're staying dry here on the west coast right now, but unfortunately looking ahead to some Santa Ana winds. So as we head into early tomorrow morning, about 1:30 tomorrow morning, you start to see it get a little more breezy, and then heading in a little closer to sunrise, and then by about 7, 8 o'clock, we start to see the strongest gusts, and that's when those winds will peak, getting up to about 65. And then heading into the afternoon, they do weaken. They continue to be widespread in all of these wind-prone spots, though, and it's still pretty windy. This is looking at lunchtime. Northern LA, Ventura County, some areas, as well as Orange County. Windy day tomorrow if you're in any of the wind-prone Santa Ana spots. Friday is going to be really nice. So we're going to be close to 70 all the way through Friday. And then pretty big changes over the weekend. Back to the jackets, the sweaters, and maybe some umbrellas. We have a 10 to 30% chance of that goes for you too, except you're staying cool all week long. We're just going to be in the upper 50s the next few days. It is going to be very windy though as we head into tomorrow there. And then we do for us. So of course, these smaller ones on a smaller scale are of course more common for us, and we see them quite often. We just had the one on Saturday. I felt that one over into Sherman Oaks, and now we have this one today in Malibu. So when we see a lot of them, we see a lot of them. We're kind of in this phase right now where we are seeing a lot of earthquakes, and it's normal for us. And then when it's quiet, it's quiet. We prefer it to be quiet, but unfortunately, this has been, if you've been over the cold weather and the cooler afternoons, it's going to be just beautiful. We're going to be in the low 70s this afternoon, so it's going to be very mild. Frost possible again just in Ojai. Tomorrow is going to be very windy if you're in any of the Santa Ana spots. So make sure you tie down the patio furniture, especially if you're in the mountains. All of our mountain communities under high wind warnings. Plenty of sunshine today, though. Calm weather, low 70s, LA, Orange County, the Inland Empire and the valleys. The beaches at about 67. The mountains 42 degrees, and the high desert at about 59. All right, we'll let you know what to expect with these next Santa Anas. We also have a chance of rain in the forecast. That's all coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you for now. Good morning. It's another cold start, but this afternoon is going to be just beautiful. You're getting a live view from Burbank right now, where it is a cold 42 degrees. But heading into this afternoon, we are finally going to be seeing some temperatures around 70 degrees. So it's going to be feeling very, very mild. Upper 60s, but close. Enjoy this if you're in any of these wind-prone areas, because heading into tomorrow, we have another moderate to strong Santa Ana. So it is going to be very windy tomorrow. We'll be talking about that coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you for now. Okay, afternoon, we're finally in that warmer weather that we've been talking about. So yesterday, we inched a little closer. Today, we are finally going to get close to 70. So I hope you can get outdoors and enjoy some of that. It's just going to last a couple days, so enjoy it while you can. 27 out into Lancaster, right degrees. Woodland Hills, another cold start. It's about 36 right now. All right, so we only have a frost possible up into Ojai this morning. Frost advisories there again. And then we do have high surf that continues on for Ventura County. All right, this is what we're looking ahead to, though. We have another Santa Ana event. We had one earlier this week, and now we have our second one. Gusts are not expected to be as strong, but winds are going to be a little more widespread, and it's going to be the more typical Santa Ana with this. Gusts up to about 65 miles per hour. Those are damaging wind speeds, so we have high wind warnings across all of our mountain communities, counties in LA, Ventura, Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. So we're going to see some very, very strong gusts there, and then wind advisories in the Anas. Aside from that, our temperatures are going to be warmer because we have this huge ridge of high pressure. It's pushing any storms and cold air up into Canada and then back down into the Great Basin. So here we are staying dry, and then we just have some warmer weather and some winds to talk about. Unless you're in the northern counties, some of the Santa Ana is going to push some cooler air into some of those spots. So for some areas, tomorrow is going to be a couple degrees cooler. For the most part, though, we will be right around the same today or a little warmer. By about 6, 7, 8 o'clock, those winds will really start to be gusting up to about 60 to 65 miles per hour for the mountain communities. The Santa Clarita Valley is really going to be feeling it tomorrow morning. Porter Ranch, Simi, out into Malibu, all the way out into the Inland Empire, the Cajon Pass, very strong. So be safe driving next to those high-profile vehicles again, and we'll continue to track this for you tomorrow morning, and then down into the Santa Ana Mountains as well. As we head into lunchtime, it is still going to be very windy. Take a look at this. We're not calming down much. Oftentimes, we start to see it really calm down as we head into the late morning hours. Still very strong and windy though by lunchtime, and then even into the afternoon, but then it finally starts to become just breezy in the late afternoon and by tomorrow night. All the way through Friday, we're going to be close to 70 degrees, very mild. Saturday starts to get cooler. We start to shift again, and you can get the jackets back out, so enjoy the outdoors the next few days through Friday. Sunday, it all shifts again. We're back down to some upper 50s, and then we have a small chance to see some rain late in the day on Sunday, and then a 30% shot for some showers on Monday. Valleys and Inland Empire, really beautiful, and they'll be beautiful, 70 except for the winds, and then back to cooler temperatures over the weekend. And we are looking ahead to some rain after that, the beginning of next week. We'll have your mountains and deserts forecast coming up, guys. We'll send it back to you.
Okay, we will enjoy the sun while we
have that kit ready. But yeah, especially if you're in the San Fernando Valley too, we felt it in so many areas. And if you felt that one in Sherman Oaks and you felt the one today, you definitely got a little shaken up. So I know it's a little nerve wracking, but now only in place for Ojai, no longer in the Inland Empire. We still have some high surf out there though for Ventura County, and then beach hazards to the south of that. As we head into this afternoon, it's going to start to get a little spots. Damaging winds for the mountains, that is possible up to about 65 miles per hour. So this is going to be our second round of some Santa Anas this week. Warmer temperatures though, that's nice. And we also have some rain in the forecast again. We'll have more on all that coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you for now. Pasadena. And it's about 44 over into Redondo Beach, 46 in Long Beach. This afternoon is going to be really nice once we get past this cold morning. Possible to see some frost in Ojai again this morning, but Inland Empire out of the frost advisory. Aside from that, we have more high surf up into the Minte. Looking ahead, the big story is the wind. Tomorrow, we have another Santa Ana event, so we do have some high wind warnings that have now been issued through 10 o'clock Thursday night. So this is going to be more the typical Santa Ana, not like what we saw a few days ago, where it's going to be a little bit more widespread. It's going to be more so the areas that we typically see affected by this, and it's going to last quite a while too. We're going to of course see them peak in the morning hours. They'll die down in the afternoon, but it's going to stay windy through the afternoon. This big ridge of high pressure, this is bringing us some warmer temperatures. I hope you enjoyed yesterday afternoon. Today is going to be a little bit warmer, so we're close to about 70 degrees for a lot of spots through about Friday. So beautiful temperatures. Enjoy outdoors the next couple days if you can, except tomorrow. If you're in any of these wind-prone spots, you're probably going to want to stay inside. As we head into about 1:30 tomorrow morning, you start to see some of these winds pick up. Then they get stronger as we get closer to sunrise. Between about 7, 8 o'clock, we start to see those gusts up to about 65 miles per hour for the mountains. Very strong out into the Cajon Pass, too. Of course, dangerous driving conditions around big rigs, and then down into the Santa Ana Mountains prone spots. But in the LA basin, you'll be fine. And then heading through Friday, we're going to be close to 70. It's going to be very mild and beautiful. And then changes back in the forecast, a cooler weekend ahead, even cooler Sunday. We'll have increasing clouds Saturday, and then Sunday into Monday we have a stay pretty cool. High desert, it's cool all week long, but Friday, Saturday we'll get up to some low 60s. But heading into the beginning of next week, we are in for some changes, back to cooler weather and some rain in the forecast. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Bree, thank you. And before
with Dr. Lucy Jones, who is, you just said, the best of the best. A while ago, we went through all these earthquake courses with her, and it was so interesting, and she taught us so much too. And if there's any comfort in knowing, there's only about a 5% chance that there is a bigger one coming after that, and then that would turn into the foreshock. So that's a comforting statistic. However, we always have to be prepared too for the bigger one. So it's just another good reminder to have those kits ready for you as well. And I know that I felt one that was in Sherman Oaks just on this Saturday. So we go through these phases, and we're in a phase now where we are just dealing with a lot of little earthquakes. So that is on the smaller scale, fortunately. But you know, it's always good to be prepared. But I know it does shake you up a little bit when you feel it. So we're looking ahead now to tomorrow morning, and then it's going to stay windy for a lot of these areas. Temperatures are going to be really nice, though. We are warming up. We're going to see some low 70s out there, but it's another cold start. Frost possible in Ojai Valley again this morning, but aside from that, most temperatures not too bad. We're in the 40s, but it's going to feel really nice this afternoon. It's going to be windy tomorrow, though. We'll be talking more about all this coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you for now. Good Wednesday morning. Temperatures are going to be beautiful today. It's going to continue to get a little bit warmer, so we're going to start start to see some low 70s out there for the valleys. We're going to be spots. The Inland Empire getting close to 70 today with some upper 60s, about 70 for downtown LA and Inland Orange County. Also at about 70 degrees, a very mild, nice afternoon. 67 for the beaches. The mountains at about 42. Still cool for the Antelope Valley though, 59. And then close to 70 down into Palm Springs. Temperatures will be beautiful through the end of the week, but we are getting ready for another Santa Ana event. Tomorrow's going to be pretty windy. We'll be talking about that coming up.